start recording. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Excellent. All right. Very good, very good. Everyone's in the stream?
Yep.
Great. Whew! Last time on No Strings Attached, the party enjoyed quite the scenes of merriment, if I do say so myself. Everyone had their own little things that they had to get in order. Violen had to reconnect with Tyrnell, with Esther along as a third wheel. Luca and Elaine had to have their dancing lessons, which were ended by a surprise visitor sort of showing up to watch Luca's performance. And Amdar, silly little, fun little Amdar, figured out his deal with the Nalfishne Targalon. However, as they were all enjoying merriment and fun times at the tavern, giants had attacked the city. After dispatching them very quickly, the party realized that this conspiracy went far deeper than it seemed. Will the party be able to get to Farag Fasar? Find out this episode of No Strings Attached. That was perfect. They deleted a video. That's okay. No. That's okay. We have a list for a reason. Okay, we are not in the desert. We are in here.
Guys, I'm feeling so hype right now.
Alright. If the party remembers, we last left off at a giant village. A hill giant village. The party had just seen where massive amounts of destruction had hit them. We see that the hill giants have nowhere to live, essentially, anymore. No safe space that will keep them away from the cold. On top of that, they're having a crisis in terms of supplies. This is what drove the hill giants to go forth and attack Vimdurulian citizens transporting goods in and out of the city. So, as Yovir continues to go off and talk with the rest of his hill giant kin, what is the party feeling? What are they thinking?
Amdar's a little pissed. He's trying to compute everything, you know, connect all the dots, see if he's actually right about with this accusation, you know.
I mean, those scorch marks are pretty undeniable, you think, Amdar. I mean, this was clearly some kind of localized blast, maybe a fireball spell. Esther, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you might be analyzing the sort of way that everything seems to have been destroyed, sort of trying to figure out how the heck all of this happened.
Oh yeah, no, she's analyzing the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah.
I reckon that's probably like explosives that were in the cart. Probably. Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe someone put like a glyph there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would anybody like to say anything to the hill giants, to the party?
Give me. Esther, anything? You noticing anything down there?
Wonderful question. Crow, would I have to roll something to see if I notice anything specific?
What are you trying to look for? Are you just doing like a general, like, anything? Or are you, like, looking for a specific, like, thing in that anything?
I think what she'd be specifically looking for... Crow, could it be safe to assume magic created from stuff like glyphs or runes could appear differently from like typical magic?
Appear differently. Its appearance is definitely like different, but the results of sort of like a runic magic or a glyph would not seem super different from a from your standard fireball.
I see.
Although a very well seasoned caster might be able to tell the difference of like of the origin of such a thing.
Mhm.
So if you'd like to make an Arcana roll to see if you can discern the
I would
difference, absolutely.
love to do that.
Great. Roll Arcana for me.
How is a dirty 20 gonna do me?
So Esther, you are really looking at these scorch marks. You're really checking this stuff, and you feel like there's something there, but it's just not coming to you. Like, you have a feeling that this... I mean, it could be, but you never want to work off of an assumption.
Yeah. You know what that means? Wait, let me get back to this. I'm researching. Esther like looks at Andar. She shakes her head, but like she has like this hint of suspicion in her eyes. She's thinking, if you could hear it, there's practically gears grinding in her head right now.
Let me just take a look. It might be Crow. Investigation for things particular to like a gunpowder blast.
Amdar, do you know what gunpowder is?
As I recall.
You were born in Tyvan, but you've spent the majority of your life in Vimdural.
But I do believe, talking backstory, a long time ago, the reason why Amdar went on this path in the first place was because of his people discovering gunpowder.
Very well.
Like, that was his inspiration.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Roll me a history check.
History check. Okay.
Actually, no. You're trying to discern magic versus gunpowder, right?
Yeah.
Then roll me Arcana.
Anna. I just rolled 3. Okay, 17. There we go.
17. It's indiscernible. Like, that could be gunpowder, but firstly, you would have to convince anybody in Tyvan to get gunpowder over here. Secondly, Farag Fasar, a very high-ranking Vimdurillian official, would have to broker a deal with somebody close to the Tyvish military. Knowing the sort of opinions of either country, like towards each other,
Heavily.
that would not happen in a million years.
So, I doubt it's explosives of any sort. At least of material means.
Velan, Esther, and Luca, can you roll history checks for me?
Sir, yes, sir. I love you, history checks. That's gonna be a dirty 21.
17.
Mm-hmm.
14.
21, 17, and 14. Velan, you have not heard of, like, gunpowder before.
That makes sense.
That's not something that you know exists. So when Amdar says explosion, you're thinking, like, fireball.
Yeah.
So it has to be something else. Luca and Esther, you have heard of gunpowder before, but much like Amdar, you think, well, obviously, this wasn't that.
Reckoning either it's not a typical explosive, which, honestly, considering the mines nearby, I wouldn't doubt it. and mayhaps some magical trigger. No, that's an assumption. Educated guess.
Well, assumptions aren't very helpful in a situation like this. We'd have to get back to the city and study up on perhaps glyphs or runic symbols. There
Well,
has to be something.
right, Crow. Glyphs can't move more than 10 feet away from the original casting place, right? I'm pretty sure they can't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you cannot move the object that the glyph is attached to.
Let's see here. Ah, there it is. Glyph of warding. Let's see here.
Ooh, that's...
Cast a spell, inscribe a glyph, magical effect, inscribe it to the surface, table, sector, no wall. Object that can be closed, conceal a glyph. Glyph can cover an area no larger than 10 feet. The surface is moved more than 10 feet of where the spell is cast. The glyph is broken, and the spell ends without being triggered.
Bro.
So, yes.
Secondary question. Would Amdar know that the spell Delayed Fireball exists?
Delayed Blast Fireball.
Yeah, or would he be like, or would I have to like roll intelligence to determine if he's ever even heard of it?
Ooh, yeah, no. Amdar, you... Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Like a 7th level spell, I think?
It is a 7th level spell, but that's not what that is partially what I'm concerned with. Okay, let me see here.
It's like,
Oh, yeah. No, so you would not have any hope of ever having heard of Delayed Blast Fireball. Esther might be able to roll intelligence to like remember that spell exists, but you would have never encountered any of that level of magic.
because as
Well-
an artificer, like it's not even in my spells list.
It's not even in your list of spells, so you wouldn't be concerned.
So,
Completely forgot to start the No Strings Attached event, by the way. Completely forgot.
I can't believe.
well,
But yeah,
I'm stumped. I'm stumped on a direct source.
Alright, yeah, I'll roll intelligence. I will take that.
sure, roll me a history check.
Sure, yes.
It's just Amdar mumbling about like spells he doesn't know about, or he's like reckoning on. Could imagine like that exist? No.
Yeah, that's a plan. I'm not entirely sure she remembers shit.
I mean, Amdar, your guess is better than mine. So,
Don't think the exact explosion cause matters all that much, though. If it's of a high level of magic, we should be concerned. Majorly.
Yeah, that's a 10 on history.
A 10 on history. Esther, you try to think of any sort of like evocation magic you can think of, and the only lead is that maybe Cesarite knows. He's not evocation. He's not an evocation focused wizard, but
Powerful.
he's powerful. He knows a lot. He might have a better time of thinking of an example than you do.
Well, if anyone knows more about magic than the bunch of us, it would have to be Cesarite, wouldn't it?
Oh, you're right. Bro, I'm gonna pull up the sending stone. I'm gonna just tap it a little bit. Cesarite, are you there? Buddy, are you there, Cesarite?
Yes. Well, Amdar, what seems to be the problem?
There you are. Did you hear about all the stuff that happened before we left?
I've been informed that there's been a horrific giant attack. Yes, but did that have anything to do with you?
No.
Is everything okay? Is Esther doing okay? Velen, Luca?
Oh no, they all blew up. They're all dead. No, of course they're fine. They're fine.
Hamdar, you shouldn't joke about such things. You almost gave this man a heart attack.
Apologies. But, well, we're looking into it.
Yes.
We know why they attacked.
For what reason?
So...
I thought that the peace agreements went pretty well.
Remember back when we were in that council room, and, well, there was an argument between you and you-know-who?
I wouldn't say an argument per se, more so a difference of opinion, yes.
So, well, we've been taken away, and based on what we've learned and what the giants have told me, they were attacked.
Oh!
Yes, we're at a blast site right now, and...
Blast, you say? Like some sort of evocation magic?
Presumably, I can't find any evidence that it would be something like gunpowder or other type of explosives, so we...
Gunpowder? Oh no.
But,
Certainly not. Unless this is a Tyvish act of war. Which...
No.
I doubt that.
The other thought was glyph warding, but, well, you know the...
Unless they spent an hour casting that spell before moving it the 10 feet. And even then it wouldn't trigger.
Bro, how big is the blast radius?
The blast radius?
Like, how much of this thing is scorched? Like, how much of the area around us?
It's a large area.
So, I'm reckoning it's not fire. And, well, like, is there, like, an estimate of feet-wise I could give, Cesarite?
The entire...
It's hard to sort of conceptualize, but it's a very large area.
We've also, well, we reckon it's probably something fireball, but that would require them being here to deal with that. And it's quite the large blast radius, and from what I've seen, fireball, it's big, but it's not this big.
Yes, I mean, unless of course it was a larger casting of the spell, then...
Yes.
Do you think that maybe it was a delayed blast fireball?
So, I hate to say this, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Hand the stone over to Esther.
Can you put Esther on?
I'm gonna look at Esther, I'm gonna shake it and just toss it at her.
Oh, okay, Esther, like, touches it. She almost fumbles and drops it, but she's like...
Esther, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you quite fine.
Wonderful. So, Esther, have you ever heard of the magic called delayed blast fireball? Esther, you have heard of it. You've never seen it in action. You've seen like depictions of it, but you've not ever been in. You've never encountered it.
Oh shit, sorry. Oh, I'm coughing. 1 moment, please.
Oh, he's dead.
Apologies. No, apologies. Well, I have seen depictions of it in books, but no first-hand experience, unfortunately.
Yes. Well, that spell might be what we're looking for. It's more powerful magic for certain, but it might do the job. I mean, the range, if my memory serves, is somewhere close to 150 feet. Certainly far enough away to create a sort of sneak attack.
That is true, and the area is quite large.
Which might indicate multiple castings of the spell. And if we're dealing with some sort of enemy that can cast this spell multiple times, we are in for a heap of trouble. An experienced wizard, even if they're using some of their more powerful energy, might be able to cast the spell, what, 4 times?
Esther, like, looks around. Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at Esther. Esther. Ask him, are there any wizards in Vimdorol that he'd know of capable of doing that? Besides himself, of course.
I believe I can hear you, Endar. Can you not?
Yeah, but yes, sort of, any other wizards in Vimdorol? There might be. I can certainly put in a good word for you if you'd like to go look.
That would be quite wonderful. I have to do some studying of runic magic as well. I believe that could be possible to have some sort to do with it. But
Oh,
I'm still
yes.
not too sure.
Well, if runic magic is what you're looking for, you might want to go to the Flame Ward.
Who perks up at that? Andor perks up? Huh?
They would have lots of study. Although I don't know if they'd have a library for the stuff, but I trust you to be able to find your way around Vimdorol.
I believe we would have a wonderful guide. Looks at Andar.
Andar's beaming.
As well. So, I'm sorry. What do we believe that Mr. Fassar is behind this? Is that what I'm gathering?
This is quite a bold claim, so it would probably be wise to set up an interview with him whenever he gains the time.
I can see about doing that, but he's very busy. From what I've heard, he departed for the Magma Grinder quite soon after the meeting with the king.
I suppose it would also be wise to figure out who was set up to send the supplies.
Absolutely. I can certainly. I'll discuss with the king about this. I have to go meet with him today as well, so I can try and get a foot in the door, as it were.
Well, if we're even at all right, or our suspicions are close, stay safe, Scissorite.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I want you to stay safe as well.
Looks at Tyrno. No, 5. You were right the first time.
5? Oh, 5 then. You'll have to introduce me to your new friend as well. At some point. Maybe over tea. And I can bring Elaine.
God damn it.
Okay, gay boy. Okay.
Well, regardless, we'll talk about tea time later. For now, we must figure this out.
God damn it, Magic. Why the fuck did you say that?
But I suppose
Alright.
this will be goodbye for now.
I would give that
For
sandwich.
goodbyes, looks at the giants.
I'm sorry.
Are you muted?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I should
Who's the
be.
giant
Well, I was just asking
Who's
you.
the giant we know, guys? I forgot his name.
The giant you know is named Yovir.
Yovir?
Yovir.
Wait, I have something to say.
Oh, Violin has something to
Let
say.
me unmute.
Who?
Violin!
Why can't I unmute?
Here.
No, wait. No, okay, wait. I got it. Okay.
Okay.
I think during this whole, discussion, Violin was kind of hanging around him. Yovir? Is that what you...
Yes,
right?
Yovir.
She's just, kind of hanging around him, monitoring him, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
sure
Sure
he's
he's
alright.
alright.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
very sweet of her.
We love Vila in this house.
Leland,
Thank
you're
you.
awesome.
Yay, Feeling.
You're now monitoring.
He's shadowing Violin.
He's crouching to stay hidden behind Velen.
But yeah. It's said was that in earshot?
The Sending Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wondering.
Join Lindsay. Join
Great.
Lindsay.
Alright. So, it seems like we have our plan.
Yeah, we have a plan.
Excellent.
We've got to tell the giant that we gotta go, or else he's gonna freak out.
Yes. Were you translating? How were you communicating with Yovir? Do you know Giant or?
Yeah, that was how we did last session.
Perfect. I just wanted to double check. I didn't know if you were doing like a. I don't know.
Comprehend languages.
Nah, well, that would only work one way.
Yeah, and I think last session Esther also used tongues. Des fucking died.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Blue.
All right, so yeah.
We're gonna translate this to giant man. You know.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, buddy, we gotta go. We'll figure this out.
How you figure it out?
Oh, just some sneaking around. Us little folk are very good at that. Don't worry. We'll find the culprit.
There will be justice.
There will be justice.
Very good. He kind of like goes down to your level, Amdar. He says, "You are one of the good small folk.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Grace.
Thank you for not being tricksy."
Don't worry, my friend. I'm flattered, and also, you're the best big folk. I'm gonna pat him on like the closest I can reach up on his shoulder.
He puts out his finger for you to shake.
I'm gonna shake his finger. Yeah. We're big
No.
friends, guys.
Yay!
We'll try to rebuild. If you have anything that we need to do for you, you let us know.
Yes.
Let's go.
Stay safe.
Alliance.
For now. If we need anything, I'll come running over here. I'll try to remember the directions.
Good. Then we be seeing you. And he starts to wave you off.
Wave away. Oh, he's such a nice guy. Oh. Wait till we learn to make a deal with the devil.
Oh
Wait.
my
The question is,
god.
did you shake your right hand or your left hand?
I definitely shook with my right hand. I'm not gonna let my left hand touch that. Okay.
Your left hand was, by the way, I forgot to mention, as you were shaking, your left hand was twitching a little bit.
He already
Blood.
bathed in giant. He already bathed in blood this week.
Exactly, that's why he wants more.
You'll get more when we get to Farag, okay, buddy? Guys, plot twist, Farag is just a good husband and was not related to him, okay?
A good husband. How is he gonna? Okay, you know, no, I'm not even gonna ask that question. Okay, so you guys go back to Vimderol, take the trek. It's probably pretty late when you guys get there. But you know what? Vimderol doesn't really ever like go to sleep. Is the thing.
I need to sleep. I'm at 20 hit points.
All right. But yeah, as I said, it is getting late at once you all make it back. So, may or may not be prudent to get a tavern.
Oh. Everyone want to get a room at the Desat? Or somewhere cheaper?
I mean, I'm not opposed to spending some money to sleep on.
No. That's a wonderful point.
All right. So, are you all getting rooms? Great.
A little bit late.
At the Zealous Falcon, I presume?
At the Zealous Falcon.
Great.
News better spread that we helped save the city, fuckers. Fuck you guys.
All right.
How much would that cost?
Per night, It is 1 gold. The tavern keep explains.
Okay.
1 gold per night. I mean,
You
it's
know
a more it's a more popular tavern in a pretty good part of the city, so you know they can afford to jack up their prices a little.
Okay. Are there any duo rooms? Any duo rooms?
You can, yeah, you can buy a room
Yay!
for 2, although it is going to be slightly more expensive.
But it should be cheaper because, like, you know, when you buy more, it gets a little cheaper. I don't know if that works like that happens in those games.
No.
Actually, what are we talking? It's 5 gold. I don't even care all that much. I was just gonna make a
I
deal
said
with
1
myself,
gold.
waiting here and dealing on purpose.
It's 1 gold for a single room. It's 1 gold, 7 silver for a double.
I don't want to do math. I'm just gonna. Guys, can I cover the tab footy, please? Can I cover the tab footy, please?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Gosh.
Yay, I covered the tab. I feel happy.
All right, so how many nights are you paying for? Are you paying for any like in advance, or are you just doing the 1 night?
Yes, for tonight.
Great.
If you need any more nights in advance, we can just pay him again.
Yeah, I'll just come in again. You know, we become.
The thing is, that doesn't guarantee that you'll have like they'll have that room open for you.
That's true, but I'm sure we can find a different tavern because this is just the most popular one.
It's just a good one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you like it so much.
Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.
So just the 1 night?
Sweet dreams.
Are you paying for Tyrion's room?
I am paying for Tyrannel's room. A homie's
Okay.
a homie.
And you're just doing single bed rooms, or what are you doing?
Single, okay.
Be a
We're gonna do-
wingman.
You could do
we're
5
gonna do
singles
two-
or 2 doubles and 1 single.
We're gonna do 2 doubles, 1 single. Phelan, Esther, Amdar, and Tyrannel.
Oh!
Tyrannel is going to, as you're explaining this plan, he says, if I'm going to be forced in a double, can I be Velan or can I have the single?
Velan
Alright.
blushes.
Joel getting the single. Luke
Wait.
getting the It was all my plan. Oh.
I'll just pay for my own room. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, so you're doing what, Amdar?
Fuck. 2 singles and a double.
2 singles and a double. Great. So that is going to be 3 gold and 1 silver for you, and then Luca is 1 gold.
Yep.
Yep.
Yay.
All right.
Tyrannel's not allowed alone in a room with Phelan. Nuh-uh. Bad Tyrannel. Bad.
I'm sorry. Is this fucking high school?
Apparently.
Tyrannel, when you're in a room alone with Phelan, you're gonna leave the door open and unlocked.
Leave room for God in between.
Have room for Jesus.
Fuck you. Jesus isn't canon.
Only when you dance, you must leave space for a Bible between you two.
Leave
Which
space.
one? There are at least, listen, there are at least 4 Bibles.
Okay, we go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. Actually, no, me and Esther are staying up and having slumber party activities.
Slumber party. Oh, we planned a slumber party anyway, so we're inviting Lucas to that shit too.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just using you as my mic now.
Can you guys hear Hydrate okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're slumber partying. Mwahaha.
Alright,
Wow.
We have to gossip.
great. So you 3 have a slumber party. Amdar is alone in his
and
double,
sad.
and Tyrannel gets to have a good night's rest. Alright. You all take a long rest.
Yay!
Recover your spell slots, HP, hit dice, anything that would have been expended.
Guys, I was at one shot that entire combat.
Yeah, that's your own damn fault.
Womp
Amber.
womp.
I just wanted to wrestle Elaine for a bit, okay? My bad.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
wild.
crazy.
Alright.
Damn baby boy.
So,
like,
early in the morning, Amdar, you awaken to the sound of a stone rattling in your bag.
Oh, what?
A stone rattling in your bag.
Oh, my bad. I was like, what? I was so confused for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the stone. Amber's gonna like lurch over, fall off his bed, loud bang sound, manage to crawl himself onto like the chair he put his backpack on, reach in, pull up the stone, and then just like
Yes.
hold up to his ear. Yes?
Amdar! Good morning to you, friend. I just got word that the earliest Mr. Fassar will be available is in close to 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes, that's all he can afford to do. And you'll have to make the trek to the grinder yourself.
How long's the trip?
Well, the trip is in the mountains, so depending on your method of travel, it could take a couple days.
Okay, so we have time. We have plenty of time. You sure he can't schedule it for sooner for us?
According to what the king says, the man is swamped behind, especially with all of his absences due to the hill giant problems.
Well, the hill giant problem would have been over. Something didn't happen.
Well, this is the card. These are the cards that we've been dealt, as some might say. We'll just have to make do.
You'll spend time with the gathering, figuring stuff out.
Yes, you can show the party around the city, and Esther can research that runic magic that they were so concerned with.
Very right. I'll bring her to someone who knows what to do.
Perfect. Also, I do suggest looking into maybe some libraries in the Cloud Ward. They might be able to help as well.
That's a very good idea. What time is it? Like, what time is
It's
it?
early. Almost. It's a little after dawn.
Alright, Cesarite?
Yes.
I might visit you within the I will visit you in the coming weeks. I'll miss you if I don't see you within this week.
Please.
I'm going to, unless you need anything else, I'll probably be going to wait for the others. We'll go first.
Very well.
Have a great day.
You as well, Amdar.
Amber's
And the sending stone stops glowing.
gonna grab his shit, put on his armor, get everything ready, go downstairs, order coffee, and wait for everybody.
Great.
He's ordering a lot of coffee, and he's gonna like keep it warm with like a fireball, you know.
I'm sorry, Firebolt?
Sorry, prestidigitation actually. That's that. That works.
Can you make fire with prestidigitation?
You can't make fire, but you are allowed to warm.
Oh yes, you can warm or cool things, so you can keep the coffee warm.
So I'm gonna keep the coffee warm for everybody, and he's gonna be huddling over his coffee for the next 3 hours, as Luca probably sleeps in late.
Oh, definitely.
So.
Alright.
I mean, Esther's typically up bright and early, so she'd probably be up not long after Ender. Maybe an
Great.
hour or two.
Yeah. Oh, by the way. Just by the by. That coffee is going to cost you... Are you buying coffee for everyone?
Buying coffee for everybody.
That's 5 silver.
That's good. That's fine.
Are you buying breakfast?
You know what? Fuck it. I will buy breakfast. For for everyone.
This is how I get you all to spend your money. Okay. All right. If everyone is getting a meal, then that is going to be 1 gold and 5 silver. And yes,
Can Violet and Esther do their skin routines together in the room?
yeah. We'll say
And
that
like,
Stealing cheese?
wait, what?
What was that?
What is hydrate?
Their skin routines.
Oh,
Like their
skin
skin-
cheese! I thought you said stealing cheese!
No, that was Salvador at the one shot earlier.
And like,
They
get
can do
all
their
like,
skin routines together.
get all
What's that?
dolled up together.
Stealing cheese and skin routine?
Okay.
No,
So-
there's no cheese. There's no cheese.
Okay, so the skin routine, the two of you,
And then we can go down
Okay.
together.
and you
Tiki.
both go down together.
Yeah.
After waking up Luca.
After waking up Luca.
And Tyrannel is being left asleep.
Well, he's probably like
Amdar, as
like
you're like
looking
down,
in the mirror.
Amdar, as you're downstairs, you see Tyrannel not come down from his room, but enter through the front door of the tavern.
Yep, that's my
Amber's
man
like
right there.
holding the coffee, and he's just gonna look away from Tyrannel again. It's too early for this, okay? It's too early. You just slide over breakfast, slide over a coffee. It's gonna stop. That's it.
Tyrannel's going to nod in acknowledgement, and he is going to drink his coffee.
Chug.
No, we're sipping this. We're sipping this. Okay.
Oh,
Last hour.
It's gone.
I was right! Fuck you!
How many of these did you buy?
Oh, I'll be buying a lot more.
That's okay. Fix this coffee again.
Yeah. Tyrannel looks like he has just come back from war.
Which kinda did.
No, you don't understand. Tyrannel looked fine yesterday. This morning he looks like shit. His pauldron is like one of his pauldrons is dented. His clothes seems to be a lot more tattered. His hair is kind of messed up. Tyrannel seems to have bruises and scrapes all over him. And he's just drinking his coffee,
Did you
one
do
after
some-
another.
Did you do some work this morning? No.
Yes, I did work.
Oh. One moment. Andrew's gonna sip his coffee, put it down. We're mending his stuff. We're using mending on his stuff. We're fixing it for him. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank
I'm there. It's in honor of this spot. He's gonna bonk on the pauldron. Doing that.
Oh, it's not the best quality. I could do better if I gave it a rat's
Well, it's
ass.
kept you alive, hasn't it?
I suppose it has. And after this little conversation, everyone comes down.
Hello. He's gonna hoist up his coffee in like a little salute.
Tyrannel
Good morning.
raises his coffee in acknowledgement.
Good morning.
Coffee and breakfast for all of you. You're welcome.
I think Violin like sits down next to Tyrannel and thank you, Amdar. You're so sweet to all of us. And she like starts digging in.
Also, if none of you like coffee, I will drink it.
After Esther sits down, she looks at Coffee, she looks at Amdar, she slowly slides it over.
Amdar slowly grabs in, slowly takes a long sip out of it.
Luca looks and feels like shit right now because he forgot to eat yesterday. So he just sits down and starts like chugging it.
Yeah, you definitely look like you need it. Beauty rest was not beautiful for you today.
Oh my
That's
god, will you shut up?
Amdar, be nice.
It was just a little jest. Luca
We
looks
stayed
perfectly
up
normal.
talking about all of Luca's least favorite customers. Isn't that right?
But darling, sorry. He was like half asleep. He said that.
Oh, you know, the guy who. the guy who wanted to tip you 1 copper piece after you gave him the most luxurious dance. Not that kind of dance, guys. Not that kind of dance. And she's like waving her arms. It was a birthday dance.
Birthday dance.
I mean, for his birthday.
Promptly learning this information, Andor's gonna reach into his pouch, pull out a water skin, pour the water in, and make it taste like coffee. He's gonna trick his brain into thinking he's getting caffeine. Okay, he's gonna trick himself.
The placebo effect, I see.
It'll work eventually. It'll work.
As breakfast is being brought out for all of you, you see that it looks like normal toast at first, but first off, giant pieces of bread. And upon closer inspection, they seem to be dipped and then cooked, like dipped in egg and then fried.
Oh, it's not French toast.
It's not French toast because the French don't exist!
The French do not exist.
It is a sweet, delicate, and absolutely incredible dish that is particularly liked by the Goliaths of the country.
I feel like Esther only manages to eat half of it, and then she can't do this. She does not have a large appetite, dude.
Promptly, Amdar grabs your plate, taxes. He's gonna pull it back. Cut off. He's gonna
Taxes.
He's gonna cut off the chewed bit and start chewing on it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he's kind of like picking and prodding at like little things. He doesn't eat much to try and keep his physique, but he still nonetheless tries to eat to save his sanity or something.
I like how when you said picking and prodding at it, I immediately thought he was just like poking a part of it, pulling a piece out, and instead of continuing from where he started eating, he eats at another place.
Oh god.
Like he just has like a dozen holes in the piece of bread for no reason.
Good lord, that's a crime. That's criminal.
Alright. Well, now that everyone has eaten their breakfast, gotten themselves awake one way or another, now is the time that we all love. The time for downtime. Yay! You all have roughly 3 weeks. And we'll be jumping to individual points between those, like between the start and end.
Alright?
So, what does everyone want to do?
Yoink everyone's Inspire Ward.
Yeah, because Esther would be heading to the fire ward anyway, because she wants to get some quick work on her studying.
Great.
Luca is staying in his room and playing around with the dice.
Right? You can do your gambling addiction.
I don't have a gambling addiction.
Medieval online gambling.
And what is Velan doing?
Luca, forget denying it. It's alright.
Okay.
Villain. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Violin is gonna go look at the job board.
Ooh. Job board.
She's kind of like, she doesn't want to sit around and do nothing.
She
She kind
wants-
of has this, no, come back.
Sorry.
She kind of has this, like, unconscious feeling that, like, she's like, yeah, I need to prove myself right now.
I need to help the locals.
Yeah,
Funny.
or, you know,
Do some good for
I'm
the community.
staying in this community. I should help them out.
Oh, how very noble of you.
Thank you.
Unlike layabout Amdar,
Wait,
doing nothing for his community.
Ooh, oh, don't be mean to him.
I'm kidding. I am mean. It's one of my #1 character traits. Did you not look at my character sheet?
Stop.
It says right there under...
you never gave it to me. That's.
It says right there under personality traits, mean.
I would have liked to
No,
hear
I'm erasing it. I'm erasing it.
No. Okay. In any case. Ding, ding, ding. I said the thing. Take a shot. Okay. Crowman does not support alcoholism. Anyway. Amdar and Esther are going to the fire ward. Luca is messing with the dice, and Violin is checking out a job board. Amdar and Luca, we will center on you first.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Nope, not Amdar and Luca. Amdar and Esther. I'm stupid. Amdar and Esther. We'll focus on you two first. The nerds. Okay, you nerds. It's time to start your nerd venture. Okay.
You fucking losers.
Amdar and Esther, the two of you, after finishing breakfast, decide carpe diem, right? There's no time like the present to go and get your research done. Esther, you don't know this city very well. Amdar has lived in the fire ward for most of his life, so he knows quite a lot about everything that needs to be done and can be done here.
Know it like the back of my breastplate. Don't ask why that was my reference. Shut up.
I will not. So, Amdar, as you're taking Esther through the ward, is there anything in specific that you're going to point out, mention, highlight? Esther, do you have any questions for Amdar as you're walking through the ward?
Shit, you see, Esther would have a lot of questions, but I have no questions, so this is very difficult for me.
Well, it can be generally assumed that Esther's asking questions, so if you can't think of anything, that's okay.
Amdar's definitely pointing out like really random things, like, oh, I remember going there a while ago, 10 years ago, mind you, so it might be a little rusty. That's where most of the stuff is sold, as you can see. Though a lot of business done here is what I presume to be, at least most of my jobs, were solo hire. It wasn't exactly mass production for where I was.
Yes, you would know that most goods purchased here that aren't like, oh, food, are typically done through some kind of guild. You typically commission certain members or people to do that, so yeah.
That's one of the very many guilds here. Me personally, I was my own thing. Let's see what else. Ooh, Crow, real quick, can I roll history to see if I can remember any people I would know who are particularly good at rune magic?
Ooh, yes, absolutely roll history.
Like anyone I would know,
Like anyone that you've,
Amber would have
like
never
you
seen.
personally are friends with.
Like I'm friends with. I would have pestered them a lot about it. You know,
While you yourself never actually studied runic magic, these
like,
people...
I was like, oh, this is cool, and that's why I put runes on my stuff, but it's not actual rune magic.
Yeah, you do it as sort of an homage, not necessarily to gain the benefit.
Yeah. That's 24.
Great. You know that there would be a guild of Goliaths known as the Relics of Fury that did quite a lot of runic magic. They are they're positioned closer to the north of the Fire Ward. And you know for a fact that they know their stuff. They're almost the #1 spot in Vinderal for runic magic. At least in the way of something like a runic infusion.
Also, real quick, bro, while we're headed there, Amdar is gonna take a detour just to see a little specific something, you know.
And that little specific something would be
where he blew up. He wants to see if they at least rebuilt something there. You know.
where he blew up.
Yeah, where I blew up.
Oh yeah. You go looking around for that workshop, and you do manage to find it. You see that they have completely redone the place, and it looks like they did a bit of a revamp too.
They fixed it up. So glad I could make them cost money. Anywho, let's continue, Esther. I'm gonna continue walking in the direction towards the Relics of Fury.
Of course. As you are approaching there, Esther, do you have any questions about rune magic?
I think she would be asking about how it specifically works. Because if we get the basics down now, then we can ask more specified questions when we actually get to the experts.
Well, I'm pretty sure Esther, the main basics of it are just ruins.
Not ruins, runes.
Runes. Like, you notice how on all of my stuff I have a little motif or a little symbol on it. It's very similar to that, except they actually have a benefit. I just do it for style. But yes, it's simply the act of just putting runes of magic on it. At least from what I've heard. I've never personally studied it. It's just simple stuff. Though it apparently takes a lifetime to learn, so it's probably overly difficult.
Well, then we will try to learn what little we can without spending a lifetime.
Well, that's a splendid idea. We should also, actually you might have to do this yourself, you should go to the Cloud Ward, right after this, and go do your own studying. There. It's probably a good idea.
I have plans to visit the Cloud Ward either way, so I guess it's 2 in 1. She was just saying, I guess it's a 2 in 1.
Yeah, it is. It's worth it. Anything else? Any other questions?
None that my puny little brain can think of out of character.
Perfect. Hobble over there. And just gonna randomly point out little sites, you know, little buildings.
Oh yeah.
This really weirdly shaped building that's poorly constructed, and he's just criticizing it the entire way.
He really will not shut up about it. Like, my god, it's really bad. And then, like, a gnome comes walking up to you, like, hey, that's my house. You got a problem with the bell?
He just hates this one specific building because it has a balcony for no reason. Like, it points directly into another building.
You got a problem with my balcony, dude? Guy?
I'm just gonna continue walking and just, you know, ignore the guy.
Oh yeah! Big, strong, tall guy walking away, doesn't understand my balcony. Get out of here! And the gnome, you see the gnome step into a mist and then he appears at his balcony. And he's like sticking his tongue out at you. And he goes back into his house.
You know, something specific Esther is doing though, even though I can't think of many questions, I feel like she's trying to listen very intently
Not on anything outside, but specifically on Amgar. She's trying to see if, like, she hears those voices from before again. Well, the voice.
Oh, you're trying to.
Oh, you're not. Yeah, you're not hearing anything. Not now. Not yet. You're not hearing anything.
I'm gonna get that little rat one of these days.
But yes, we should quicken our pace. We both have stuff we need to do today after this. I'm glad at least, and you know what, Esther, I'm very grateful you're coming with me. At least someone else, you know, values the knowledgeable part of things, at least. Guys, we get this arguments about a fellow note taker, a fellow nerd.
Well,
Like I said, your nerd venture.
yeah, our nerd venture. Knowledge was a large part of my upbringing, so I can't help but admire it.
Well, that is very fair. It's very fair. Yes. No. Either way.
Right.
How far are we?
You guys actually come straight upon it. The Relics of Fury. You see that they have a very large, powerful sign with the text in giant first and then common right under. You see that there is a very tall Goliath woman out front shouting at someone in giant. She's holding this very large warhammer, and yeah, she is just chewing this person out.
Would I recognize this lady?
Oh, absolutely. You recognize this as Lalo Stoneherder, and I have to pronounce her last name. Okay. Lalo Stoneherder. Oh my god. I hate Goliath last names. I hate Goliath last names.
Just write it down. Just write it down, bro. Just write it down, bro.
No, I have to say it. Gathak Akanu. Gathak Akanu. Gathak Akanu. Gathak Akanu. Gathak Akanu. Gathak Akanu. Lalo Stoneherder. Gathak Akanu.
Repeat that first name.
Lalo, Lalo, Stoneherder, Gathak Akanu.
Would I be able to recognize the person they're arguing with?
No.
Oh, Esther. You're meeting this person. I'm gonna grab Esther, but I'm gonna like, you know, I'm not gonna grab Esther. I'm just gonna start walking forward, just expecting Esther to follow.
Yeah, she's following. Like, she has to, like, run a little bit, because you're fucking speed walking, apparently.
Yep. Amdar's gonna, like, just get within, like, within a reasonable, like, 10-foot distance, just, like, listen on what they're arguing about, real quick.
Yeah. They're both yelling at each other in giant. Lalo is essentially saying, "Oh no, sir! You agreed to pay 150 gold pieces for this, and no less." And he says, "That's not fair. I had won a lot of gold at that time, and I just don't have it anymore. You should be able to accommodate a customer like that." She says, "Accommodate a customer? You should accommodate the guild artisans who put their time, money, and souls, literal souls, into this magic, in this Warhammer. If you can't pay the price, sir, that's frankly not my problem."
Whoa. Hello?
Lalo kind of looks over at you. "Cut it short, Stack." And then she like does a double take. "Excuse me." And then the dwarf says, "Yeah, cut it short, Stack."
I'm gonna look down at the dwarf, emphasizing the down part. So, sorry, I heard this dispute, and I just have to cut in. Well, Troy, my friend, Esther, say hello. This is, Laulo,
Lalo. Lalo.
Lalo.
Lalo. Like Lilo, but with an A. Lalo.
Lalo?
Lalo.
Lalo.
Yep. Esther, like, she waves.
Excuse me, Amdar. First thing you do, after I learn that, and she's still speaking in giant, by the way. I'm sorry, Amdar. First thing that you do after I find out you're still alive is try and intervene in this argument and introduce me to your short friend here.
Well, if he's not, he's gonna respond giant. Well, yes, he should. But actually, I came to intervene because just well, people to know that you're all very skilled here. What exactly does the hammer do? Just question.
This. Well, what doesn't this hammer do? I mean, it's incredible. I mean, this is infused with a runic magic that binds somebody in chains forged of the fires of the magma grinder itself.
Oh.
Lalo says. Kagra says, yeah, it's cool, but you could probably go adventuring and find something like that in a cave somewhere. And she just looks at him, then why don't you?
Oh yes, yeah, why don't?
It's like,
my friend, I have to say, I've been in the adventuring business for a while. It's not very fun. It's not. Real quick, how much is it?
Lalo responds, it's 150 gold pieces.
How much
Take it or leave it. And the dwarf says, I'm saying that it's only worth 75.
75? I mean, I'll take it off your hands if you want, but,
Oh, gladly. At least I'll know you'll appreciate it, Lalo says. I like Esther, like, sitting in the background, just hearing these three talk in giant, not being able to understand a word of it.
She's just like fiddling her thumbs.
I'm gonna look back at Esther, realize she can't understand shit. Oh, can we switch to common real quick? He's confused.
Huh? Oh, Lalo says, and now, Esther, you can understand her. Sorry about that. Just used to speak in my tongue.
Well, it's alright. Okay. I'll take it off your hands, but before we do that purchase, I'm gonna...
Well, hold on. No, wait a minute. No, wait, says the dwarf. I mean, it's nice.
No, wait. Lalo, would you mind if I hold the hammer real quick? Just,
Oh, certainly. No, go for it.
I'm gonna like gently grab the hammer, test its weight, you know, compare it to the sword.
It's a very fine hammer. Like, the details on it are absolutely incredible.
Well, I do know that your work is the finest around. So I'm gonna reach into my pocket.
What? No, wait! No! And the dwarf is, like, reaching for his coin purse. Fine, here! And he just throws it at her. She catches it.
Count the money in there before.
No, it's fine. If he's not good for it, we'll send someone. And she throws it back. Valrea, count this! And you hear her daughter respond, Sure thing, Mom!
I'm gonna flip the hammer, point the handle to him for him to grab it. There you go.
He grabs it. And you see that despite not being the strongest looking dwarf, he wields this hammer with relative ease. All right. Pleasure doing business with you. And he just walks off.
Apologies for intervening. I hope he paid enough.
I think he will.
So, I'd like you to meet my friend. do apologize for being gone for 10 years, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Honestly, it's been nice not having to deal with your pestering. And she pats you on the back, making you almost fall forward.
Okay, alright. You don't have to reveal all my secrets.
Oh, no. I'm not going to reveal all your secrets, just the embarrassing ones.
So either way,
Anyway, what was your name, sweetie? And she gets on your... She doesn't really... I mean, she's 8 feet tall. So I don't know if she gets on your level, but she does, like, extend a hand down to you.
Esther will, like, shake her hand. My apologies, ma'am. My name's Esther.
Good to meet you, Esther. My name is Lalo Stoneherder. I'm not going to bore you with my last name.
Well, it's quite lovely to meet you.
Feelings mutual. So why are you here, Amdar?
well, I'm here for, well, seeing home again. And, well, you know what? I can recount to you what's happened for the last 10 years, you know. But we're here to learn about, well, all of your expertise. Runes. Sorry.
I swear. I've known this kid for so long, and he can't even say the word rune right. Rune! She turns to you, Amdar. R-U-N-E in your common language. Rune!
Oh, jeez. I like to imagine he pronounces rune perfectly in giant, but just can never manage it inside common. Just can never manage it. Yes, she'd like to ask questions. I'll tag along because, well, I'd like to know a little bit too. And I'll tell you what happened in the past 10 or so years.
Perfect. Alright, here, come inside the shop. I'll show you around.
Joanne willingly.
Amdar's like practically skipping. He's acting like this was the first time he went there.
Yeah, Esther, as you enter this shop, everything is Goliath-sized. All the counters are very tall. The ceiling is to match. There's a lot of, like, just beautiful weaponry, armor, shields, everything on display here. It's the craftsmanship alone is just breathtaking. Even if these weren't magical items that were being sold, you would still guess that they would fetch a high price just on the craftsmanship alone. I mean, these people clearly are no slouches when it comes to that. Inside the shop, you see another female Goliath who looks similar to her mother. You can see her, like, wrapping up bundles of, like, armor and various other things, and she looks up. Oh! Andar! Hi! Do you not recognize me?
How old looking? I mean, I'm gonna look over. How old do you think you get?
Are you asking Crow or are you asking Lalo?
Lalo.
Lalo says, the last time you saw her, she was 10.
Well, sadly enough, you've grown a lot. I'm impressed, actually.
Yeah, she almost doubled in size.
I must say, I'm happy to see that you've grown so well.
She's like, come here! And she gives you a big bear hug. And she puts you down. Oh, and who's this little friend you have?
You should hug her. You should do that. Do it.
Are you a bit of a hugger? I don't want to hug you if you're not a hugger.
I'm not entirely too large on physical touch, but it won't hurt if
Is the robot in for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
B, I'm gonna be real with you. I think you just started role-playing as Metal Amdar. So, B, are you okay? B, hello? We cannot hear you, B. You are in fact dead. Yeah, it is tweaking. Hi, B. B. B, hast thou returned?
You're there?
Okay, B, I cannot hear you.
Holy shit. No, bro, all our mics were hitting like a fan.
Really?
Yeah, yours was,
Yeah.
mine was. We all just went like tanks. I don't know what happened.
Hydrate, did
I
you
don't
have
know.
any, did you hear any problems from my end? Or wait, no, you have me muted.
I do have you muted.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear.
Hello?
Anyway. Hi, B. Hi, B, we can hear you. You're back to normal.
Okay, hi. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Things happen. Anyway, so Valrea was just talking to you, asking you if you're a hug person, and I think you were explaining that you weren't. Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah, okay. To sum it up quickly, Esther essentially just said that she isn't too big on physical touch, but if she wanted a hug, she'd be fine with it.
Valrea's like, no, it's okay. We can do a handshake. Formal greeting. And she
Yeah,
shakes your
Esther will
hand.
give her a handshake, and she will, she'll tell her her name. Apologies, my name's Esther.
My name's Valrea. Stone Smasher.
Quite a lovely name, just like your mother.
Oh, please. And again, won't bore you with the last name. No, Goliaths can be tough to pronounce for small folk. Anyway, so Amdar, are we fitting you for another suit of armor? Or are we fitting your friend here for a suit of armor? Is there armor involved?
Funnily enough, I've actually managed to upkeep my armor for the last while. I'm pretty sure the last fitting you all did for me was, them. I presume Metal Amdar has been following us.
Metal Amdar has been following you.
The last time you all did a fitting was him. But gesture to Metal Amdar.
Oh my gods! He's beautiful.
He is beautiful. I managed to, well, I'll tell you the story later.
She comes over and she is just inspecting him. Is he animated?
In a way, yes. In a way.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. Ugh.
It's just a little trick. Just a little trick where I just was gonna like do some like little puppeteering gestures and move the limbs a little bit.
Oh my gosh, that is inspired. Take a couple lessons at the Stone Ward, I presume. See one too many puppet shows?
Well, kind of. You'll see. I'll tell you.
I like her, she's funny. Esther, you hear that.
Esther, like, immediately perks up. She, like, looks at Amdar for a second, but shakes her head.
What is this?
It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Don't worry about it.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. Please. I'm
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Very well.
But,
Anyway.
the tour?
Yes, of course. Lalo ushers you both along. And Esther, you are taught about sort of how these Goliath do what they do. Lalo explains that runes come from giant history. It takes them a lifetime to be mastered and to actually have any application on things, especially if you don't want them to be temporary. Permanent runic enhancements are not for like people who want to die in a blaze of glory in battle. You are going to have someone else do that for you. Because if you want to have any shot of being good at rune magic, you are going to... That is your life. That is it. You do nothing else. As the tour continues, we are going to cut away to Luca, if Xavier is here. Okay, Xavier did not say anything in chat, and they have not responded. So, we are not going to cut over to Luca. We're cutting over to Violin.
Okay.
Yay! If you'll just give me 1 second. Yeah, what's up?
Tomorrow I need you to take Austin's procedure.
Oh, yeah, totally. 100%.
He has to be there at 10.
I know. He has to be there at 10, so I have to leave the house before then.
Well,
Well, how far away is it?
I'm leaving at 9:30, okay?
Perfect. So I should get the car started and running at 9:10.
Plain food, huh?
Well, it's a little...
What's wrong with us?
We'll start at 9:30.
What's the deal with airline food?
Oh, it's 10 minutes away? What's up?
It tastes like shit.
Yeah. Okay. Could you send me the address, though?
Buddy, when are you coming back?
Perfect.
I'm doing this bit on the boat with Andrew. What's the
Here's
deal
his
with
thing. I
boat
think something with
food?
his veins in his leg. Whoops.
Just send him
It's
back
always-
in this rate.
Yeah, of course it's seafood.
Alright.
Look where we are.
Alright, whatever tomfoolery is happening, I'm putting an end to it.
I'm imagining Andrew beating the shit out of ants for saying that.
Tanger is beating the shit out of ants for whatever you just said.
Please stop. You're hurting me.
Okay.
How?
Shut up,
It's
sour
violin time.
It's violin time! Alright, violin.
Yes.
You said you're going to check the job board, right?
Yes.
Well. I hate that I have to have my mic right in front of you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I feel like this is like a podcast. Me and Hydrate are in the same room right now. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Face to face.
So we're like staring at each other. Okay. Job board, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Zealous Falcon does have a job board out in front of it. You know, you are aware that most higher end taverns typically do.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they're sponsored by local governments just to, you know, keep the peace. Wanted criminals get posted up there. Ants is familiar with them.
Oh, I thought you said
He's not-
ants was up there. Like-
Wanted for homicide. Ants. Okay. But you see a couple different postings
Mhm.
on there. Some range from like lost cats that you know are never going to get found.
That's so sad.
But you do see a very interesting one.
Okay.
You see two that draw your attention.
Okay.
You see one, a wanted poster. You see a wanted poster for a man that you recognize.
Oh no.
His name is Tyranny.
No! No! Can I rip the sign down?
Yeah, you can rip the poster down.
Inconspicuous.
Inconspicuously?
Yes.
Yes. You tear it off, making sure that nobody else
They
sees
never
you.
get his notes right.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding. This doesn't look like him at all.
I mean, it really doesn't. Like, his scoop is on the
Crumpled
wrong
up.
side, his pauldrons look weird. You can tell that it was written based off of a description and not the person having seen them.
Got it. Well, I crumple it up.
Yes.
Now what's the other
The
one?
goal reward was 200 on that.
That's not worth it.
Implying that a
No.
higher amount would be.
No.
Anyway,
It doesn't matter. I think I was tired.
Yeah. The other one you see is a job posting for a guild. of sorts. Not really, I mean, yeah, a guild, we'll say. A guild. A potion makers guild.
Hmm.
They require a certain mushroom that can be found in the Vivdurillian mountain ranges,
Okay.
which not too far from the city, and you have a couple days. You could probably make the journey out there,
Yeah.
and it'll be nice to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any Are there any really old postings, like weathered papers?
Yeah, I mean that potion one is pretty old itself.
Okay.
Some of the other ones seem to be like missing people and like advertisements for a different ward of the city.
Oh.
Like comedian needed for this date that's already passed.
Oh.
Planner needed for
My child's birthday party.
planner needed for midwinter festival required. Things like that.
Okay. I just wanted to bug you with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the potion one.
Great.
The mushroom.
It gives you on the bottom of it. It gives you an address, and it tells you that an upfront payment of 10 gold will be made to the group or individual that inquires.
Okay.
Great. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Huzzah. All right. Oh, Xavier, you're fine. Don't you worry. You gotta do what you gotta do. That is good. Hydrate.
Yep.
As you go, you find a small little potion shop that has the name Shimmertops.
Okay.
Magical, miscellaneous mooks. You can
I like
clearly see that somebody's misspelled nooks.
Oh.
But
That's funny.
yeah. I mean, it's a pretty easy fix. You just snap off one of the. Anyway, would you like to enter the shop?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Ring a ling ring.
I don't know why this isn't in the no strings attached thing. I've used it a bunch. As you enter, you're almost blasted with the smell of, like, incense.
It's like Bath and Body Works.
It's very pungent. Not in a bad way. It smells good, but it's just, like, there.
Yeah.
It's invading your senses. The smell of different kinds of roots, spices, herbs, the eyes of newt that are in a jar. And almost everything is contained within some kind of bottle. Sitting at the counter is an old man with a very long beard in a rocking chair. He seems kind of familiar, like you've seen him before.
Hello?
What was that? Hello? And the old man wakes up.
Have I seen you before?
It's likely. I have a very recognizable face. Or a memorable face. Some people come in here and tell me that they've seen me before, but I ain't never met them in my life. What's your name, sweetie?
I'm Violin.
Nice to meet you, Violin.
Shakes hand.
How can I help you today?
Well, I saw this job posting and she's gonna hold up the paper to him. I would like to accept the job.
Oh, well, let me just see what we need. And he grabs this giant leather-bound book, and he places it on the table, opens it, and he starts flipping through tattered, torn pages. Some of the pages seem to be like contracts, like they almost read like a contract. On the desk, you see a bottle filled with just quills and another smaller one filled with ink. And he is flipping through. Ah, yes! And he tears out the page, puts the large book down, and he slams the paper on the counter. Woo. All right. So, looks like you'll be finding a couple of types of different mushrooms for us. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. We'll be looking for a frost toe.
A frost.
We'll be looking for, what's this one here? It's fire blight. And we'll be looking for, ooh, yes, a giant's mite.
Giant's mite?
Giant's mite.
Okay.
Now, if you can't find that last one, that's okay. We usually can't find it. But, you know.
I'll try my best.
Great. Well, if you can find 5 of the first 2 and then at least 1 of that last, should be perfect. We're running a bit low, so.
Of course. I'm happy to help, sir.
Oh, thank you. You're a very sweet young lady. Anybody ever tell you that?
Oh, yes. And she, like, bats her eyes. But I want to help out this lovely community.
Very nice. Well, I'll leave you to it. Great. I will see you once you have completed your task. Oh, wait a minute. Silly me. And he grabs a pouch of gold. Said 20 up front, right?
No. The note said 10.
Oh. And he empties 10 out of the bag.
Hey, Dad.
There you go. 10 up front. And 1 for being so nice. All right. You should be good to go. And with that, I believe you leave the...
Yes.
Great. Do you, as you're going to your, job, is there anything you'd like to do as you're sort of exiting Vimderol?
Huh?
Unmute and just talk.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you get something?
Okay.
No, I'm here.
No, I'm here.
I
I think Zealand's gonna kind of like
hang
around for a second, almost like hesitating. I kind of want to like finally like stop her and be like, quote. But we'll see. Okay, he's back.
I have returned. I'm back.
Tyranel is following Velan like
Alright.
a fucking hawk. Okay, watching her.
I said that, I feel like Tyranel will be like, you can't go, let me come with you.
Are you going back? Are you going back to the tavern to tell him what you're doing?
No, I'm not.
No?
No.
I like just like silently stalk you. That sounds so bad. That sounds so bad.
It does sound bad.
And that's exactly why he's been doing it. Tyranel appears out from the shadows. Valen. Okay, no.
But I think she's gonna, like, well, she probably left all her junk in her room, actually.
So you have to go grab it?
Yeah, I have to go grab my stuff
Alright.
to go to the mountain range.
Valen, once you enter back in the tavern,
Yes.
if my thing would like to work. There it is. No, don't move the... Okay, I'll have to fix that later. Arbiter's Grounds is a little too early now. You're back in the tavern, and you see Tyranel is enjoying his 20th cup of coffee.
Oh no.
20.
No.
And he actually looks energized now.
Oh, but
More put together.
great.
Alright. And as you're approaching, he said, "Oh, hello, Velan.
Hi.
Have you... Well, I'm sure you're busy. What? The others, they were very eager to go, it seemed."
Yes, I know Esther and Amgar want to do some further research
Yes.
on what we saw, so they want to talk to the Fire Lord, I think. I was planning on going to the mountain range
Oh, good.
Yes. I accepted a job off of the board because I
Nice.
want to give back since we're gonna be here for a while.
Of course.
Did you have anything planned?
Oh no, my job doesn't require me to do anything today, so I was going to rest, but I mean, I don't want to impose upon your friends. The mountain range is very dangerous. Would it be unbecoming of me to offer my services?
I don't think I'll need your services. And she kind of like it's kind of like a sassy like. I don't think I'll be needing your services, but I suppose you could join me.
Better to be prepared than not.
Well then, you can wait right here, and I need to go gather my things. But then we can leave.
Excellent.
And she walks away, but her like gaze is lingering on him,
Tyrionel kind of gives you a wave.
and I disappear into the hallway or whatever it is.
And he's back. Wonderful.
They're being romantic. What the fuck? We can't let them be alone.
You're a fool and a fraud!
Listen, at least I didn't invite him back to the room with me.
That's true. Or else I don't know if Velan was getting that mission done today.
Stop!
Okay.
He didn't say that, guys. He
Okay,
didn't say
okay.
Oh boy, she was gonna get some mission.
that. No!
Damn! Alright.
No.
Well, now that you're back, Luca, we can finally. Alright. Luca, you said you were going up to your room to go fiddle with your dice.
Mhm.
As you're looking and inspecting, they seem very glossy. Almost as though they're of better quality than the last time you saw them.
Interesting.
And as you're messing around with them, you hear the sound of hooves clopping across a wooden floor.
What?
Do you look up?
I look up. 100%.
You see Mr. Man.
Mr. Man. Oh,
The
no.
generous benefactor, as it were, in your room with you. Hello there.
Hello.
Inspecting my little gift.
Oh, gift.
Yes, those are yours now. I expect them to be put to good use, especially in your downtime.
Now, would you mind telling me your name and what these are used for exactly? I don't think we've gotten there quite yet, so let's take a step back. And
Oh,
he's kind of like really nervous at this point.
There's no reason for these nerves, Luca. I'm truthful when I say I want to help you. I know that my appearance and voice may lend to a more sinister judge of my character, but I assure you, this is just how I sound. As for my name, I cannot tell you. But there are people who can. There are people who can explain a lot more than I can. It's
Where
just
can
up to you.
I find these people?
You can find them anywhere the vices of humanity can be found. In this city, while the Cloud Ward is known for their upstanding image, everyone knows that they're only gilded, not made of gold. The underbelly is quite disturbing to those who don't know. If you really wish to seek out this, and you wish to get my help, then the Cloud Ward is where you must go. There is a guild there. They will be able to help you.
Right. Okay. And he kind of like dusts himself off and looks around the room kind of frantically at anything that he could take with him. He pockets the dice, and doesn't really know how to say goodbye, so he just frantically waves at him. Like he walks out the door, runs back, and then waves and says, "Thank you. Yes.
Luca.
I'll go. Yes."
He turns to look at you. I'm not ordering you to do anything. If you do not want to listen to me, that is your choice to make. But
What other choice do I have?
I don't know. But mortals seem to be of the belief that fate is in their hands and their hands alone. So, what do I know? In any case, beseech the Hallow Landers. Show them the dice, and you'll be able to learn more of what I need you for.
All right.
Good man. And the creature disappears. Luca. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I am so sorry. Please.
No, please.
Okay. He kind of looks around for a minute, kind of grounding himself after that. He calms his stature and walks downstairs like nothing happened and makes his way to the Cloud Ward, a little bit off-put. Like he said, he has nothing else to do or no other choice. So, he's making his Daniel way. Oh yeah.
All right. As you're walking through the Cloud Ward, Luca, the image of opulence is very apparent. People walk around here with a sense of regality, almost like everyone could be a lord or lady. They're all dressed very nicely. Their furs are puffy and expensive. All the buildings are incredibly magnificent. The architecture is beautiful, functional, but also very fashionable. And it reminds you almost of the people that your father would try to get in touch with, we'll say. You have memories of people like these being in attendance at your father's ornate parties and business meetings and all other manner of thing. And eventually, as you continue through the clouds, you see a guild. The Hallowlanders.
Well, this looks like a guild, yeah. And he puts his hair up in a ponytail and says, "Alright, let's just get this over with." And he walks inside.
Great. As you enter, you see an elf wearing you see an elf wearing very fanciful clothing. They approach you, they say, "Hello and welcome to the Hallowlanders Fine Jewelries. How may I help you today, Mr.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?" Very nice. My name is Nim. Is there anything in specific that you're looking for?
I actually came, and I don't know if I have the right guild, so please do, no, never mind. I have a piece that I have questions about, per se, and he takes out these dice and puts them on very gently, trying not to, like, break anything,
Oh,
and
let
kind of
me see
holds them
this.
out in his palm and says,
Are
"Let's give it
you
a nose."
are you showing the face of like which so what face of the six-sided die are you showing? Is the one visible on either of these?
Yes.
Ooh. The individual says, "May I?"
Of course.
Excellent. They pick up one of the die and they begin inspecting it. And they say, "Well, you must certainly be very lucky to have been gifted these."
Lucky?
Yes, very lucky. In fact, you're in today for an appraisal, yes? Sort of like, can I have you roll insight?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Here we go. That's a 21.
you can tell that the way that this person is saying that it's more of a suggestion, like say yes to this, like you're in here for an appraisal, yes?
Oh, yes, I am.
Wonderful. If you'll follow me. And you see the elf takes you to a separate room off the main floor. As the doors close behind you two, you're in a simple sort of back room of the store behind the counter. You see a lockbox is there, various pieces of obsidian jewelry, and what seems to be a very odd, almost ram's horn mounted on the wall. And they offer a seat to you at the small table that's there.
Oh. And he sits down, a little bit unnerved.
Mm-hmm. Nim sits down with you, and they say, "Escaldo sent you, no?"
Is that his name?
"Yes, it is." That is his name.
Very
Iscoldo,
well, yes.
god of luck.
God?
Oh, yes. We have to be in this room in order to discuss these things, but yes, god of luck. I know. It's interesting.
Why would he want anything to do with me?
He seems to, want to help the less fortunate. He sees himself as a, generous benefactor of sorts.
Interesting.
You've found yourself in a bum deal, I think. Is this an untrue?
No, it's not untrue.
If I may ask, what is the nature of your agreement?
Well, I work under a boss of some sorts that has my soul.
Your
in
soul?
exchange. Yes.
And you entered this agreement at what age? You're an elf, right?
Uh, uh, yes, we can put that into simple terms.
Yes.
I was very young. I would say maybe at my prime.
So, a couple of weeks ago, or
Years ago.
years ago. All right. And what country did you make this deal in?
It's a good question, Crow. What country did I make you?
Tyven.
Tyven. Cool. Tyven.
Ah, yes, Tyven. Fun stuff. Was this creature infernal in nature, the one you made a deal with?
I don't think so.
Some kind of devil or demon.
Perhaps. I have no idea. I don't know the nature of the person.
We can figure that out later. What's important is that I have good news.
Really?
Iskaldo can help you. I was once in service to a, shall we say, less than approachable being, but through Iskaldo, my deal was actually broken. He has the power to do such things.
Really?
Yes. Something about understanding the loopholes that otherworldly beings tend to create in their contracts. He's a very knowledgeable being. I mean, you would assume for a god, but it's nice. In any case, he can help you.
And what are the terms of such help?
The terms are, well, I don't know about your specific case, but all I do know is that he does not charge for his services. Yes. It seems that whatever work that we carry out is more than enough payment. And honestly, I am glad to do it. He's a good god. Not like others that I've at least known about. I mean, I only have a mediocre understanding of religion as it is, but I mean, truly, he has helped me and many people like me. You're not the first person to be brought into this room, you know.
Can I roll insight on her?
Absolutely.
Okay. Something ain't right. Okay, that's gonna be a 17 this time.
A 17. They are speaking with genuine passion and, like, truth to their words. You can tell that this person legitimately believes everything that they're saying, and that they are not trying to deceive you, manipulate you, or dissuade you in any sort of way. What they are saying is genuine, at least from their perspective.
Okay. How, and from your experience, how
Yes.
quickly was he able to break this?
It's a couple of months for me. My contract was being held, if I'm not mistaken, just south of here. So it was just a matter of finding it, tearing it up, and, being on my way. And if your contract's in Typhon, then that might be a bit of a journey, but, you'll be right as rain soon enough, I assure you.
Alright. Interesting. And let's say this person comes along with me. Wherever I go, they're not here, of course, no. I would not hope that they were here, but
Mhm.
would I just need to go to Titan and rip it up, or can I do it from anywhere?
Well, you need the physical thing in hand, so you'll probably need to be there at Typhon, unless you can convince that thing to bring it to you, which
Yes.
most of them would not.
Yeah. Alright. Okay.
But yeah, I would say simply listen to what he has to say and follow his instructions. He's very lenient with a lot of stuff. Even if he has like a requirement, he's not typically like one to get you in trouble with what you must do.
Alright. Thank you.
No, thank you for accepting his help and for coming here. I'm just glad to know somebody else is getting the help they need.
I really, really do appreciate it.
And
Yes,
if...
you said...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, please go ahead.
If you ever need any more guidance on what you need to do, or if you'd like to learn about Iscoldo more, please by all means come by. If I'm working, I'll be able to take you and we can discuss. Or I think, and she leans in, don't quote me on this, but I think there's going to be a meeting in a couple days of, shall we say, like-minded individuals. Not here, of course. I'll get you the tavern name if you come back to me tomorrow. I will be working.
Oh, alright, yeah, of course, that would be wonderful. I would love to attend.
Great. Then I will see you.
Alright, you said your name was?
Nim.
Nim. What a wonderful name. Thank you once again.
Oh, not as wonderful as Luca Hawthorne.
Flirting with everyone.
Well, I don't want to keep you if you have other, things you must be doing.
Oh no, you're not keeping me at all. But I will leave you to your work.
Thank you. And I will leave you to whatever is it you do in the daytimes, Luca.
Very well. I must be off then.
Ta-ta. Oh, and while you're leaving, go browse the wares a bit.
Oh, of course. Is there anything I could buy? Because I just really want, like, she was so sweet. I really want to, like, buy
You
something.
don't have to buy something, obviously.
I want to buy something.
But if you want, I mean, how much gold do you have, Luca?
Okay, let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They are a jewelry shop.
Trying to find the thing. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, 717.
All right. Well, you could purchase some blue quartz, lapis lazuli, some more obsidian stuff, tiger's eye, turquoise. For all of that jewelry would be 10 gold a piece. Things like carnelian, bloodstone, citrine, jasper, moonstone, sardonyx, and star rose quartz are going to run you about 50 gold pieces. And then there's more premium stuff for 50 and 100, if you'd like to hear those as well.
I think I'm just going to pick up like 2 things of quartz earrings for Velen and Esther.
All right, so 2 quartz earrings. That's going to be 100 gold pieces.
Got it.
Wonderful. You make your purchases, and Nim is like, "Oh, you did not have to do that for me." And in fact,
of course.
They give you a little discount, so it's actually 80 for the total.
Yay!
All right. Well. I guess I'll be seeing you, Luca.
Yes, very well. You will see me tomorrow. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye. And they wave you off as you exit the shop with your 2 little gifts for your friends. All right. As we cut away from Luca, we pan back to Amdar and Esther.
Joy!
Amdar and Esther, you have been given an exhaustive explanation of everything that Lola and occasionally Vorea knows about runes. It's everything. You have learned about rune knights. You have learned about runes. You have learned about the magic inherent to them. You learned about how they're tied to the souls of giants. All that fun stuff.
Esther had asked.
So many notes.
Oh my god, Esther too. They're taking so many notes. We're gonna compare these notes later, dude.
Y'all are acting like you're gonna have a test.
Amdor and Esther later be like, okay, but are you sure she said that it's fueled by souls or something else? Because we know soul magic is its own separate thing, right? We're gonna do that later.
Yeah, we're absolutely gonna do that. It's gonna be like a little debate.
Amdor is just, patiently taking notes. It is not exhausting, Crow. We love this shit.
This is an adventure of a lifetime.
All right.
Just waiting for the end of it a little bit.
Well, Lalo eventually brings you guys back out front, and she says, "Well, that's about all I know. That's everything."
Everything?
Yep. You sound disappointed.
No. Yes. Thank you. I know it's a lot for a favor just for me.
Oh, don't beat yourself up about it. I like talking about my work.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I missed you, buddy.
I miss you too. I'll tell you about what happened.
Oh, you better.
Oh, I
You-
will. You will enjoy the story.
You know what you're going to do, little man? You're going to buy me a drink, and we're going to talk about this.
What's the name of the tavern again, Crow?
Zealous Falcon. The Zealous Falcon. No, you're fine.
Speaking of which, the Zealous Falcon, if you can meet me anytime in the next couple weeks,
Very well. I guess I'll have to make the trip.
Yeah, it's so far.
Oh, yeah, no. And with my busy schedule, I don't know. Alright. Well, I'll be seeing you two, huh?
We shall.
Yeah. Esther's absolutely beaming. She's like, I think throughout this entire thing, she's thanked Lalo for telling her all of this like at least 10 times over. She is beaming.
She
is
probably,
exploding.
Lalo probably threatened you, like, if you thank me one more time, girl, I swear, you are getting thrown out of a window. In the best way possible.
In the middle of all this, Amdar and Esther just like randomly looked at each other at the same time, like grinning. This is perfect, isn't it? It is. It is perfect.
It's the nerd venture of a lifetime.
Truly.
Well then, we'll see you all later. Walk off with Esther for a bit, unless Esther has something to say.
No, she doesn't. She just like says goodbye with a wide smile. Like she's waving at them. Like she actually looks back while she's waving. She fucking almost trips, but then she like adjusts herself and scuttles off with Amber.
So, you go to the Cloud District. I'm going to go do some errands of my own. I hope that you enjoyed at least going on this little trip with me.
It was quite fulfilling. I'm sure I can find something with this.
I feel like we can. I'm particularly interested in the more explosive of the
Runes.
Of course, but knowing how all of them work never hurts.
Never hurts. You do your research. I go do my own preparing. It'll be splendid.
Alright. Goodbye, Amber. And she actually, like, she goes to walk off to the Cloud District, stops, turns to look at him.
Amdar's already riding off into the sunset. I'm joking.
Could you walk me there, please? I don't want to get lost and waste study time.
Oh, yes, of course I can.
Thank you, Amber.
Of course. Guys, the nerd duo! The nerd duo is emerging!
The nerd duo!
I'm gonna go pester Elaine after this. Need to pester Elaine. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Excellent.
I hate gay people.
Alright. So, as Amdar and Esther split, we follow... Let's go with Amdar first. Amdar, you make your way through... You drop Esther off at the entrance to the Cloud Ward, and you begin your trek. Trek to go see the person you wish to become your boyfriend.
Well, one of them.
Okay. In any case.
Amdar is just gonna head off there, you know. He's gonna keep the armor on for now. Okay, he's not gonna get shirtless yet, everybody.
Yes.
He's gonna make his way over there. He's gonna go based on the general location of where Elaine was last time.
Great. And actually... right. We'll say that everyone does their activities for the day. And in fact, as the weeks continue to go by, you all partake in more things. Things that I can discuss with you personally at a later date. But for now, is there anything you would like for me to take down that you will do during your downtime?
Go to that meeting.
Great.
Definitely doing the list, the whole list. Definitely telling that one, the Goliath lady backstory, the 10-year backstory part, one night. Training with Elaine, and probably
I would also like to watch them train.
Of
If that
course
is
you'd like
allowed.
Perfect.
I would like to watch it because I think
After the
Luca would
first
find it
training session,
interesting.
we're doing it shirtless.
Luca, wait, are you doing it shirtless, Amdar?
Yes, because as Amdar, since Amdar's trying to learn blade singing, he might as well get used to it.
Elaine tells you straight up while you're fencing with him, you don't need to be shirtless.
He just goes, ew. He's like, oh, what? Why are you shirtless? That's gross. Put a shirt on.
Sorry, what were you saying, Amdar?
I'm just evening the playing field, considering our last match.
I'm sorry, evening the playing field.
Yes.
I have a shirt on, can't you tell?
My friend, this is a time limit. A self-imposed restriction. If I am to win, I have to do it before the sun gets the better of me.
It doesn't explain at all why he doesn't have to wear a shirt.
I
He
think
doesn't.
you just want to be eye candy. And Elaine looks at Luca. And he kind of gives him a wave.
Amdar,
Waves back.
oblivious, looks at Luca, waves vigorously.
They're the
Violen,
gayest people ever. I
is there
hate them.
anything you would like to do? Or like to state that you're doing during the downtime? Besides your little side quest? Are you like clearing out the job board?
No, I think after whenever that got done, I think she would try to get spots to perform with Luca
Oh
at
my
different
gosh.
places a couple of nights a week.
Yes.
Just for funsies, not even to like make money. But like I just think Violin would wanna like share more stories. Would be like, Luca, please dance with me.
And I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Every performance, there is someone reliably there.
Aww.
And his name is Tyrannel.
Aww.
Tyrannel and Amdar showed up to every single one.
Aww.
Esther appeared
Yeah.
at most of them, but usually with a book in hand, reading.
That's so real
See,
though.
Amdar and Tyrannel didn't cheer once, but it was like silent support. Like they're in the crowd, they're giving thumbs up, and if someone says
Yeah.
boo, they just like go over and like stand right in front of them.
Literally.
Oh, yes. And, like, you all are having a wonderful couple of weeks. Eventually, the time seems to fly by. I mean, you all sort of get into a routine, and you spend almost a month here in the city of Vimderal. Getting close to it, at least. As the days and weeks go by, your deadline draws closer. And eventually, it is time for your trip.
Amdar's waking up the early, just like shaking everyone's doors. It's time to go. It's time. It's time, all of you.
As you all wake up and are ready to go, you meet with Cesarate, who has prepared for you a carriage. Hello, my friends. Long time no see. How have we all been?
Very good. Can she
It's
give
alright.
Cesarate a hug?
Absolutely. Cesarate reciprocates your hug.
Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I just wanted to be here to see you all off. I know that this journey is a bit arduous, but I do think that it'll be good to see the sights of the mountainside. A sort of a silver lining to this whole thing.
Everyone everyone did bring coats, right? Amdar has like a big bundle of like one giant coat on his shoulder.
You guys see as Luca pulls out this big ass fur coat. He looks a little bit different now. He has his nose pierced, with his big ass septum ring, and he's like, "Yes."
See, even Luca gets it.
Well-
Look at Esther.
She has a coat. She has a coat. It's not as big as your stupidly large one, but she has a fur coat.
Well, so long as everyone is in weather appropriate wear. Violin, I have a question.
Yes?
Is Tyrannel with you?
Is he?
I'm asking you.
I see, in my mind, I was like, did they have an argument while they went to the mountain range? Would they be a little bit tense right now? But I feel like Tyrannel would know that they were gonna leave and be like, wait! So
is he there?
I don't know.
Tyrannel wouldn't dare upset Vila.
Does Violin want him here? Does Violin want him coming along? Is Tyrannel invited?
Okay, maybe he's not there right now. She not ghosted. She didn't like say goodbye in the morning. So
I see.
she kind of ran off. But like when they're talking, like can Violin like ask the group like, do you think I should have invited him to join us? I just want to prove that I can do hard things without him there to protect me. And she does like air quotes.
Oh, Vila. You've been protecting yourself the whole time.
I know, but it doesn't seem like he's aware. At all.
Well, Velan, you know, he's kind of like me. He's protective, even if you don't need it.
Well, even so, I don't believe that he should come along. After all, this is a very important kind of personal thing. And I think it would seem better, I'm not sure if that's how to put it, if we have a bit less people.
A little more stealth and firepower. Amdar slowly clicking the gears as he hides away his Tyrannel come with us speech.
Amdar picks up on the cue and he switches to his "fuck you, Tyrannel, Violin don't need you" speech.
Amdar had a speech prepared to be like, Tyrannel, come with us, please.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Well,
What's wrong with you?
it appears that situation seems to be taken care of.
I see.
No, Tyrannel. No, Tyrannel.
As you're all about to depart, you see somebody coming across the mountain path. One eye covered by their hair. He runs along. Wait! It's Elaine.
Ow! Fuck!
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you haven't departed yet. I was...
Tell me what happened with those ants.
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Now that I've seen you. No. Well, yes, but no. I am great. How are you all feeling? Ready for some adventure, no?
Well,
Yes.
I'm just messing with you, but who invited you still?
My father invited me. Thank you very much. Of course I invited my son. He cares about you all.
Oh.
Yes. But I'm not heartless. Are you trying to call me a monster, Amdar? That's very rude.
Amdar, show some respect.
Just because I
Please.
have these fangs doesn't mean that I'm going to suck your blood, even though I sucked your blood the second I met you. Oh my goodness.
But
And you tasted mediocre.
wait, what did you say?
You tasted mediocre.
Stop lying to yourself.
Lying to myself. Oh, honey, I never lie.
Do
Not
you
about
guys
that.
mind not flirting right
I'm
now?
offended.
Oh,
Offended.
sorry, Violin.
It's great to see you, Elaine.
It's great to see you. I just wanted to see you all off.
Oh, I thought he was.
No. I have better things to do. Anyway, I'll see you all.
Have a good. How long is the trip again?
No more than 4 days.
Well, have a good week without us. I know it's going to be hard.
Luca hits you on the back of your head.
Well,
Don't be an idiot.
well, I'll be seeing you all. Luca, I expect to go dress shopping.
Of course.
Or suit shopping. Later. We'll have to survey our options.
I promise most of us won't die.
I'd like to wager that all you won't die. Yes, I believe that you all... listen, the mountainside may be home to some fierce creatures, but nothing that you four couldn't handle.
I'm jesting.
Well, I suppose you should be off then. And so the party is.
Go.
Yay!
Guys.
Now I get to roll my silly little dice.
Guys, guys, I miss our vampire friend. I miss him.
Okay, Jess,
Please,
go to
please.
Good thing I have my cannibal twink with us.
Oh my god.
He's not
It's
a
happened. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's happened. My favorite thing. The best possible outcome. It's happened.
Is it what I think it is?
It's small.
It might. It may or may not be. Okay. No, it's actually a Bahir.
Sigh.
No, not again.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Again? Anyway, as you all are taken on the mountainside, you all feel the cold wind beating against you. Your warm clothing is enough to keep you nice and toasty, but it certainly is harsh. Especially this deep into winter, you know that it's only getting colder.
Amdar is periodically casting prestidigitation to keep everyone else warm.
Oh, yeah.
Like randomly popping in between them. Occasionally going outside to the carriage driver, like, oh wait, I almost forgot about you, and just does it to him.
As you guys are continuing along, you feel the earth begin to shake beneath you.
Yes.
Typically, in the Outlands, this is not a good sign.
We all have PTSD attacks from that. Sam Santos.
Oh, yeah. As you all feel these rumbles, you worry at the idea that this mountain could be having an avalanche. Something could be happening. Something terrible.
Stone snatchers, perhaps.
They snouch mountains.
As thoughts of sand snatchers fill your head, you all think of ants. Esther, you've not known Ants very long, so you just sort of remember him as that weird bug man. Violin and Luca, you both think of a fondness. He's a silly little guy. He's a quirky fellow, but, you know, he's reliable. Especially in combat. And Amdar, you think of your best friend. Through thick and thin, you and Ants could take on the world, it feels. And you miss him. But you understand why he had to leave.
Yeah, I miss him. Cries again.
And as your mind drifts away from thoughts of Ants, you see something begin to burrow up from the ground. A large dirt pile begins to form as you all hear the sounds of tunneling. Is there anything you'd like to do before this creature appears?
Ready?
Holy shit.
I feel like Metal Amdar's been like sitting on the back of like the thing. He's gonna like jump off and like try and like race it, I guess. He's gonna do something like that.
Alright.
Something silly.
As you all ready yourselves, something appears from the earth. It's a mole! It's a very, very large mole. He comes up from his tunnel and he appears. His eyes are squinting and he puts on a pair of glasses. Seem to be black tinted shades. He's wearing a very large backpack and very weather appropriate wear. And he looks around, his nose kind of twitching. Huh. I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. Where am I? Who are you? He turns his head to look at the party.
He's looking at a rock.
Well, who? Is there people there? Is that a rock I'm talking to?
Hello?
Hi!
Hi.
Hi! How many of you are there? One, two, three, four, five. Five? 5 of you, yes.
4.
The carriage driver.
Oh. 5.
The carriage driver just says, thank you.
I
No.
was about to say, stop neglecting the carriage driver, guys.
Now, who might you folks be? As he sort of waddles around to the side of the carriage.
Just travelers.
Ah, fun. I'm a traveler myself, don't you know? I'm the 3rd strongest mole. Put it there. And he puts his giant hand out.
Violin's gonna shake it. Hello,
Nice to meet you.
I'm Violin. Violin Colion.
Good to meet you, Violin. They just keep shaking hands.
No.
They keep it going. They keep it going.
And who else is here?
Separate claw than Bulin.
Oh,
Amdar's gonna grab a separate claw from Bulin. Amda, pleased to meet you.
good to meet you, Amdar.
Grab the claw.
He only has 2! He has 2 claws!
Oh shit. Never mind.
So, Esther, Luca, will you introduce yourself to the 3rd strongest mole?
Yes, but because his claws are preoccupied, she will not be shaking his hand, unfortunately.
Oh, don't worry. They stop their handshakes. You can give them a handshake.
No, it's fine. Hello, I'm Esther.
Ah, good to meet you, Esther. As he shakes your hand as well. And the last one.
Luca Hawthorne.
Luca Hawthorne, good to meet you. He shakes your hand. Well, what are you folks doing here in Tyven?
Oh, we're in Tyven?
No. You're in Vimdurol.
Amdar starts like looking around, like he's having an existential crisis. Like, wait, no.
I believe you were mistaken, Mr. Third, world's third strongest mole. If he said his name, I immediately forgot. I'm so sorry.
No, he said his name was the third strongest mole.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh,
is
right.
that is his title. That is his name.
Okay.
He is so silly. I love him.
Wait till you see his art.
We are in Zimdorol.
Oh, Vimdurol. I'm way off course. Thank you. I thought I was in time. I have business there, don't you know? You probably wouldn't know. Anyway, what are you strangers doing out here? Mountain isn't very safe for those who can't burrow.
Just a simple Amdar's like goes mid-sentence. Besides the cold, what do you mean by danger?
Danger, you know. Ferocious monsters and whatnot. You know, not for the faint of heart.
Well, we're well equipped.
Well, if you say so. Anyway.
Guys, he might be the third strongest mole, but he's got the strongest heart.
Okay, pal.
Get out of here. Get out of here, buddy.
Okay.
Jump off the cliff already.
Guy, he might be the third. Okay. Enough bullying. Enough bullying. You first. Okay. You know what? Actually, I could use your help. If you don't mind.
I suppose we could lend a hand.
What exactly is it?
Well, there's some tremors that I wanted to go check out. Very bad things happening.
We'd be glad to help if it doesn't take too long.
Oh, don't worry, it won't take too long. I just need to go look at my map. And he pulls out a massive scroll.
I'm gonna make sure it isn't upside down.
It is.
I'm gonna like, let me fix that for you. He's gonna grab the scroll. It's like as big as his like his fucking like whole arm. He's gonna turn it around.
Oh, there. All right, wait. There we go. Thank you.
You're up.
Now, where was I? And he's looking at it. Ah, I see. Right here. And he just points at a random spot on the map. If I could have you folks check out something that's going on around here.
Amdo's gonna pull up his own map and compare. The mole's is much bigger.
It is.
If you don't mind me asking, how far away is that exactly?
Oh, it shouldn't be too far from here. I'm a cartographer, so I know these things.
In your speed or our speed?
He looks at the cart. He looks at you. You're not the digging type. It's fine. You'll, you know what? I don't think you'll be able to make it there. Yeah, no, if you're in the area, just go find it. Just go look.
Looks at the party, looks at the poor carriage driver, looks at the carriage itself. Guys, what the fuck do we do?
Well, I said if you're in the area, so I don't want to inconvenience some fellow adventurers.
We'll see if we stop by.
Great. Well, pleasure talking to ya.
A pleasure. Amber's gonna mark a point on his map.
Excellent. Love the sound effects, by the way.
Beautiful sound effect.
Yeah.
And you see the third strongest mole pulls out a to-do list. As he opens it, there's this one page that just keeps folding out and out and out. He's like He's like added so much to his to-do list, and you see him like find a spot on it. He's like, okay, and he scratches off one of his to-do list items. You see all the different, like, it's just a bunch of random things, like eat breakfast, checked off. Buy jam for grandma, checked off. Take a picture, not checked off. Paint a picture, checked off. Throw out bad picture, checked off. Oh, just a bunch of things, like...
Grandma's the second strongest mole.
You know what? The second strongest mole would have been able to take a picture. That's so mean.
How dare you.
So
Disrespect the third strongest mole. Are you the world's first strongest Amdar? I didn't think so.
I might be.
Oh, yeah, you think so, bud. Wait till I bring out Amdar 2.
It's the robot's stronger than the original.
Anyway.
In any case.
Well, I'll leave you folks to your adventuring. As for me, I'm gonna make it to Toiven.
I'm gonna like look at my map and point him in a direction. That way. So,
Got it! Thumbs up.
don't get lost. Don't get lost, buddy.
I won't.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Third Strongest Mole.
And it was nice meeting you too, Miss Coleon. You know, you look like these nice elves that I met a couple weeks back. Very fine people.
Really?
Yes. What do they call themselves? I don't know. But they were very kind.
Maybe we'll meet them along our way.
Oh, I doubt it. Unless you can go 50 feet under.
Oh. No.
No, well, maybe you will. Maybe they are surface dwellers like you. Anyway, I've got places to be. So, I will be seeing you.
Goodbye, Mr. Mole.
What a pleasant fella.
And he burrows the way he came.
You know what? You're the strongest mole to me, buddy.
He's my favorite NPC.
Wow, I guess I'm just chopped liver, huh?
Fox says right. He's my favorite.
I can't believe this. I honestly can't believe this.
Needle,
Shut up, Needle.
Needle, you're everyone's. Actually, never mind. You're only my second favorite.
I am literally the Skrunkly, guys.
Actually, yeah, never
Needle,
mind.
that's your stuff. You're not here.
You're literally, guys. Needle's literally, literally, Mr. Tumbler Man. Okay.
I am literally the Tumblr sexy man. Anyway,
Well, maybe that's not everything you should be.
Maybe you should be more than that. Be better.
Maybe have dreams.
Maybe be the third strongest mole.
Okay, that's enough. The bit's over.
alright.
The bit's over.
The rest of the journey... Bib, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that's true. The rest of the journey is uneventful. And you make it to the magma grinder. Oh, wait, no. I already have the perfect song. You make it, and it's an intimidating sight, to be sure. But it's where you have to be. Does the party go in?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yep.
Parking my carriage, and we're pulling up with everyone.
Fuck yeah, papers, please!
As the group enters, you all see industrial, practical, cold, hard steel. It is a stark contrast to what everyone is used to. Flames billow out as this large ornate hall is just completely alien to most of you. You all see that as you walk forward on this carpeted floor, you all see various metal statues and sculptures of various hardworking people. Some are depicted mining, some are depicted metalworking, some are depicted in military garb. But all of them have a fierce look upon their face. Eventually, you reach a large double door at the end of this large hallway. There seems to be two metal slits in the door that can be like opened on the other side. They're about dwarf height.
So, looks at everyone. Are we ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
This might go bad.
Oh, don't have better luck on that. I'm sure everything can be explained.
I hope. Good luck to all of us. Yeah, we're all gonna die. Yay!
Woo!
Yes, we do.
Just me. Playing
So,
me.
do you knock on the door? As you do so, the metal sound rings out through this chamber, and eventually the slit is opened, and the furrowed, angry brow of a dwarf meets your gaze. Can I help you?
Do we have any type of letter of sorts of like recommendation to bring back to everyone else? I don't remember receiving anything.
I don't know, Coach. Do we have any of that?
You were not given anything, but
Okay.
I'm sure if you say that Cesarite sent you and you make yourselves known.
Okay. We have to turn back to the door, go back, then back down to the little metal slit. Cesarite says we're on business with Throg.
Yes, you're keeping the boss from his work. And you see his eyes, he closes the slit, and he opens the massive gates. They open, and you see a large stairwell before you. Well, come on. We haven't got all day. Some people have work to do, you know. As he leads you down, you hear the sounds of fire, smoke, and metal. Clang, bash, whoosh. All these sorts of, this cacophony of industry and fire. Eventually, you're all brought down into the main sort of hub. You all see large areas where mine carts are being brought back. Dwarves, Goliaths, orcs all take their different bags and various other things filled with precious jewels, metals, and whatnot to be refined in the forges. You also see the occasional fire genasi and Earth Genasi working with them too. Definitely not a common sight for sure. Eventually, the dwarf brings you to a large sort of area overlooking a massive pit. And you see standing, leaning on a balcony, is the fire giant Farog Fasar, overlooking his people.
How do we get up there?
You simply walk up.
Thank you. I didn't know there was a stairway or anything that we could go.
Yeah, I mean, you just go.
Glancing around, admiring the interior.
Oh, yeah.
Amdar likes this. This is a place he could thrive in. This place is chill.
As you guys ascend, the imposing figure of Farog Fasar stands before you. His hands are behind his back, and he straightens his posture. What is it you would like to discuss? He says to you all, turning around.
Glances at everyone else.
Alright. Then I guess Esther will like step up.
What's
I
up?
feel like she does like kind of have
Yes.
her notebook at her side in case she needs to like reference anything just in
Like
case.
6 minutes.
We came
Oh,
to
yeah,
talk
no,
to
that's
you
fine.
about some certain happenings recently. The Fire Giants. As you may know, they have attacked once more, even though they have been supposedly sent supplies.
Yes. I presume the shipment went sour.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it seems that shipment was booby trapped.
Tampered with.
And so what does any of this have to do with me?
That's a really good question, guys. Yes.
Okay, got you. Well, we came here because with everyone, at least that we saw at that council, despite your disagreements, you're probably, I'm gonna gesture at everything, the most reliable person that was there. At least, based on what I can see here. So, I'm wondering, based on your influence, have you heard anything revolving around this?
I have not heard anything. In fact, this is the first time hearing of this event. My attentions have been turned towards making sure that my grinder has been working at 300% efficiency because of my absence.
Well, have you noticed any... is there even a chance that some of your workers, compatriots, share those old beliefs that you have at the council, and may have taken it into their own hands to go through with it?
I do not know, nor do I care to know, the opinions of my workers, so long as they are content in the conditions they work under.
Well,
If they shared my beliefs, it is of no concern to me.
well, that's the thing. Maybe they thought, taken retaliation for, well, as you said yourself, due to your absence because of that council meeting, they decided that, oh, you had to come back and make them work harder and harder to make up for it. It's not very unlikely that some of them could have taken offense to that, thought it was unfair, despite everything.
So you are insinuating that the honest people who work in my mines would go and commit this act of terrorism.
No, I am insinuating that someone had to.
Well, obviously somebody had to, but I do not know of any of my workers who would do such a thing, especially when a so-called agreement had been made.
Well,
They have no motive.
well, you know the people, at least some of the people. Anyone you could think could have caused this, like even remotely.
Nobody comes to mind.
I'm gonna roll. Okay, I want to roll insight. We're gonna roll insight. I want to check if this motherfucker is lying.
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay. Okay, so guys, this is where we figure out if he is just a good husband. Okay. First off, we rolled 18, but we're flash of geniusing that because I'm not failing this. So that is going to be 18 plus 5, 23.
Frog speaks genuinely. He shows no manner of lying. No tells are obvious. His body language, the way he composes himself, all the signs of a liar are not present.
Either he's really good.
I know of nobody who could possibly done this.
No one? No one of great evocation prowess of any sorts?
Not to my
That's how we
knowledge.
believe. That's how we. I do have a question. Parag, it might be confidential, I don't know. But while we were at the site of the attack, we couldn't exactly deduce the exact means, though we came up with thoughts. Do you happen to know of what the imports into Vimderol are?
My people keep very detailed records of what they import and the specific uses of such imports. If there is a discrepancy, it would be marked there. Are you suggesting that something may have been used?
Yes, we do not know the exact material used, but any site of an import of particular explosive minerals or objects could point us in the right direction.
All that comes to mind currently is Elementium, specifically charged with fire. But we would not import things. We mine for our own. Is there some other sort of explosive metal that you can think of?
Not exactly mineral, but this gunpowder, though I would highly doubt that anyone here could get a hold of that.
Gunpowder. Yes, from the elves, no?
Yes.
Yes. I have seen the Tyvish gunpowder, and I tell you now, it is weak compared to what we have. The elves think that they are going to change the world with that, but I tell you, it is nothing Vimderol has not seen before. However, you may go to my records room, and you may go see if there is any gunpowder imported for any reason. But if you find it, I would request that not only you do your own personal investigations if you so wish, but that you tell me personally. Because if I find out one of my men is importing gunpowder, I will have something to say.
And he cracks his knuckles.
Guys, he's just a good husband. I'm so proud of him.
Who's
Well,
husband?
I am always busy, but my time is a very valuable thing. I will.
Apologies.
My time is a very valuable thing, but in cases like this, it is important that I devote my attention from my work to here.
Well, we shall let you get back to your work, as it is very important.
Yes.
We're going to. We shall report anything we find to you. And I'm gonna do that Vim Durillion salute. That bow.
As you should. He nods in acknowledgement of your bow, and he says,
You may stay at the grinder for as long as you like. Talk to the dwarf you met. Kagra is his name. He will escort you to some temporary living quarters if you would require. Do not let it be known that Farog Fasar is inhospitable to his guests.
I fucking like this guy.
But
Cool.
if you'll excuse me, I have work I must do.
I knew he was reliable. That's a lie. I was accusing him.
Yeah, that is a lie.
you see Farog then climb over the balcony and jump down into the massive sort of opening here. His weight shakes the entire cavern. And as he begins to go down, you hear one of the orcs run up.
Mr. Fasar, sir, we found a bahir in the mines.
He looks over.
Let it know its days are numbered.
As he grabs this giant warhammer and jumps down the massive hole.
Oh, that thing's cooked.
So guys, you want to know where Amdar gets his recklessness from? Giants like this. Blame them.
Okay.
Alright.
Wonderful. Great to know.
And as the party is given a new goal, and Farog is seemingly cleared of suspicion, that is where I'm ending session tonight.
Guys, it was so
Jordo, I am so sorry that I didn't get to ants.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was joining, like, how the fuck is he coming to all the way up to the north?
Don't worry. I know how. I have a plan. Don't you worry. I will DM it to you. We will have discussions, and you will be back.
Because I am very confused here.
Don't worry.
Guys,
It'll be
Amdar's
known.
raiding the mines. Amdar. Wait, what the fuck? Ants. Jesus Christ, buddy.
All right.
He yearns for the mines.
He's,
Ants
yearn
yearn for
for
that.
the
Okay.